Reps Minority Caucus calls for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I'm telling you, the release of Nnamdi Kanu now is a big subject. Now it's no longer the Igbos alone that are championing it. Even though the Igbo governors have come together to demand his release, other people, a lot of people are now, putting their voices. But now, I know that an Igbo man in the House of Rep is the one that is also championing this call for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. It's actually an inhuman thing. That is that some officers have come out to say holding in Nnamdi Kanu is not because they hate the Igbos, but because they are scared of the Igbos. There is fear. Nnamdi Kanu is just too much for them, exposing so many things that they don't want to be exposed, including the British government. I'm telling you. So the Minority Caucus in the House of Representatives has called for the release of the incarcerated leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. The call followed a motion moved by Obi Agwacha during a meeting of the caucus at the Transcorp Hilton in Abuja on Monday. So the caucus comprises 115 members of the People Democratic Party, PDP, 35 members of the Labour Party, 19 members of the New Nigerian People's Party, 5 members of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, ABGA, and 2 members of the Social Democratic Party, SDP, 2 members of the Young Progressive Party, YPP, and the 2 members of the African Democratic Congress, ADC. Can you imagine? This is the latest call for the release of the IPOB leader who has been in detention since 2021 for alleged treason. So Mr. Kanu, who is leading a secessionist campaign for the creation of the Biafra Republic from Nigeria, is being tried at the Federal High Court in Abuja for the campaign. So he recently told the court that he was seeking an out-of-court settlement with the government. So the caucus has now joined the Senate caucus, governors and others who have called for the release of Mr. Kanu. Premium Times had earlier reported that the 5 Southeast governors resolved to meet with the president to appeal for the release of the separatist leader. Motion was raised by Mr. Agwacha. Mr. Agwacha, the member representing Ikwano, Umuahia North, Umuahia South Federal Constituency, urged his colleagues to take a definitive position on the ongoing discourse surrounding the separatist leader. The legislator stressed the importance of a united stance within the Minority Caucus over the matter. He added that the resolution of Mr. Kanu's case is crucial for national peace, stability, and unity. They have to release him more. Furthermore, he called for immediate and strategic engagement with relevant stakeholders to advocate a peaceful and political resolution of the matter, which has significant implications for the socio-political landscape of Nigeria. Mr. Agwacha underscored the potential benefit of addressing the situation through dialogue and reconciliation rather than a prolonged abuse of legal processes and confrontation. So he expressed his belief that a political solution could pave the way for enhanced national integration and the restoration of trust among various communities. So the motion was adopted unanimously by the members of the caucus without opposition. So speaking on the resolution, Mr. Agwacha said today the opposition parties have taken a decisive stand on Nnamdi Kanu, the planned protest, insecurity, dilapidated infrastructure, and the economy. So he added that the action serves as a reminder of the critical role of legislative bodies in fostering peace and stability in the nation. So Mr. Agwacha now, a member of the minority group in the House of Rep, has moved a motion for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Like I said at the beginning, a lot of people have called for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Holding him is undemocratic. Holding him is just nothing. It's just not adding anything to them. They just want to, because the Fulanis don't want him released, and Tinubu is dancing to the tone and to the dictates of the Fulanese. Probably that is one of the reasons they supported him to become president, not to make sure that he doesn't release Nnamdi Kanu. But it's not going to work, because just like others are asking, Igbo was fighting for Yorubas, and he was arrested because of this thing in Benin. At the end of the day, he's free man now. He's back to Nigeria. Okay. Mietiala went and put people together without registering them as security outfit, which amounted to promoting terrorism. He was arrested, and along the line, they have released him. Showore was a prisoner, again, political prisoner, was arrested. They have released him. So why have you refused to release Nnamdi Kanu? What offense did he commit? Courts of competent jurisdiction, including the one at Enugu, had freed him and even asked federal government to pay him compensation for violating his fundamental human right. But still, they don't want to do that. Each time they want to release him, they will frame up something against him again just to retain him. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Federal government need to learn lessons. What is Tinubu doing? Tinubu was also somebody who said he fought for democracy. He would have gone to several prisons if not that he ran from Nigeria on exile. So what are we saying? Why are you incarcerating Nnamdi Kanu? The Igbos, you said Igbos cannot be president. Look at what they're doing to Peter Obi. They say Igbos cannot be president. Okay, that's fine. We cannot be president, we cannot rule. Allow us to go our way. You cannot let them go their way. They are agitated to go their way. You say, why would they agitate to go their way? It's one Nigeria. One Nigeria, but the Igbos are not included in the benefit of one Nigeria. But when it comes to collecting tax and coercing them, just like the Egyptians did to Israelites, it's a matter of time. All this nonsense will stop. It's a matter of time. I know it. Definitely all this nonsense will stop. When they oppressed the Israelites in Egypt, it was for years. And when God came down for them, what happened? Plague. 10 powerful plagues came upon the Egyptians, and they released him. So the Moses that would deliver the Igbos from the hand of Nigeria will come. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. If you cannot integrate them into the government system, then allow them to go. They cannot be president, then allow them to go their way and let them lead themselves. But you don't want that to happen. Quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. So that is what is happening. Mr. Agwacha, a member of the House of Rep from Umahia in Abia State, has actually called for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, and all the minority members, over 100 and something of them, have come together from different political parties, have spoken one voice now, telling the federal government to release Nnamdi Kanu now, because what is happening now amounts to abuse of fundamental human rights. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment on this call for Nnamdi Kanu's release.